I picked bin day, didn't I? On the day to do some filming. Oh, it's lovely and peaceful and quiet, isn't it? We are proper in the Cotswolds now. Don't want to disturb the locals. They're all having their breakfast. Definitely had way worse Mondays. And that is absolutely epic, isn't it? Lovely. Hello, so we are in the wonderful Cotswold village of Broadway today. We are going to be doing the Broadway Tower, so we're going to walk up Fish Hill first of all. I'll pop up a bit of a map up on the screen now. I can hear the Broadway hounds in the background, which is a little bit eerie because it's very misty this morning. I am quite early. So there is quite a big hill to go up first thing, Fish Hill. Not sure exactly why it's called Fish Hill, couldn't really find too much information on it. I'd say it should be more Snake Hill really, because it does snake round in like some hairpin bends. I think it's meant to be like the fish's tail. Fact about Broadway, apparently, a lot of the places say it gets its name from the big broad high street, the wide high street that it's very famous for. But there are other historians that say that this isn't true because the actual original Broadway is a little bit further up the road by one of the old churches. We are proper in the Cotswolds now. There's a boot. That's not what happened to the last walker. This is interesting, there's a sign with the old coaching route. Apparently, yeah, Broadway used to be like an old thoroughfare, basically, for trade and things. It was a bit of a toll road as well at one point, apparently. I think a lot of the buildings are meant to be around 18th century, I believe, but there are older, more medieval buildings in amongst them. And of course, I picked bin day, didn't I, on the day to do some filming on the high street. Of course I do. Ah well. So eventually get to this sort of roundabout at the very top of the road, and then we are going to continue straight on, and then we cross over the big old road that you can probably hear there in the distance. So we're just walking under the big old bypass now. It goes over the big road. This is the start of Fish Hill, so I do love hills as much as I love walking on roads. Morning, guys. I know you're okay. You're fine. Run away from the big ogre. It's Shrek. So just walking to the right out of the tunnel, and we are just heading up Fish Hill now alongside the road, which is just the other side of this bush. I'm sure you don't want to hear me panting all the way up here, so if there's anything interesting I'll put it out, but if not, I'll catch you at the top. Anybody that doesn't know, I literally started hiking just 4 weeks ago, so I am very lucky enough to live near the Cotswolds, hence why I don't live in the Cotswolds. Are you mad? Look at this, look at this, look at these clothes. Do they look Broadway enough? No tweed. So doing walks at the moment in the Cotswolds. I do them every Monday. I was only going to do 2 more, however, so I signed up to a thing called All Trails. I'm sure a few of you have already seen it. All community based, so they have like recommended walks from people, which is amazing to be fair. So I've seen so many that I actually would love to do, so start doing those as well, I think, in the coming weeks. I mean, why would you move out the Cotswolds if there's so many places to go? I say these walks aren't always for ideas for other people. I mean, it's amazing if I do actually motivate somebody else to get out there. It's also for people that can't get out and about, you know, for whatever reason. Oh, it's lovely and peaceful and quiet, isn't it? So, just had to cross the busy road, so just that's the entrance just over there. I think, according to the app, that is the last of the big hills, and I believe we are now on the Cotswold Way. So you can walk that way, all the way to the start of the Cotswold Way, well, the north end start, and that is at Chipping Camden. If you go Chipping Camden, I do recommend, if you walk, the very first bit is just one big long hill. Lovely though. lovely hill that. To the top of there though, you get to a place called Dover's Hill, and Dover's Hill, stunning, absolutely stunning. What a glorious day it looks like now out here. Picked a very good day for this. So peaceful here. I mean, look at this, seriously. Like, definitely had way worse Mondays. Don't want to disturb the locals. They're all having their breakfast. Morning. Just catch the top of Broadway Tower there, just past the signpost there. Wow. That sun has just come out there and just lit everything up. All the mist, it's just starting to clear the mist. Wow, absolutely gorgeous. Just before we reach Broadway Tower in the distance, just on the left up here is actually a Cold War nuclear bunker. This subterranean bunker was one of a network of around 1,500 similar posts across the UK. The volunteer members, in the event of a nuclear war, they would descend into the bunker and be expected to spend up to 3 weeks underground. Access was and remains only via a steep, narrow ladder. The post was decommissioned in September 1991 when the Royal Observer Corps was stood down following the end of the Cold War. Broadway Tower sits atop the beautiful Cotswold escarpment, where the land rises dramatically above the Vale of Evesham. It stands at 65 feet high and over 1,000 feet above sea level. The story begins in the late 18th century. Though it looks like a miniature Saxon castle, Broadway Tower was built as a mere folly
an ornamental structure with no practical purpose other than to enhance a romantic view. But this was no ordinary folly for long. It was acquired by the eccentric antique and book collector Sir Thomas Phillips, who moved his vast private printing press into the building. Broadway Tower became known as the Lighthouse of Wisdom, a centre for printing and scholarly work. The tower's most unexpected role was actually in the 20th century. During the Second World War, it actually served as an aircraft observation post. Today, though, it is the centrepiece of a country park, offering exhibitions within its 3 floors about its fascinating past. Visitors can climb to the rooftop viewing platform, where on a clear day up to 16 counties can be seen.
So there you have it, Broadway Tower. We made it. So absolutely stunning views as well from the top here. You can see there's actually some deer as well. Just there, nice little herd of deer. Of course there is, you know what I mean? Every tower has to have its herd of deer. So we are now carrying on, follow the nice little beige trail. They do love a beige trail in the Cotswolds. And that is absolutely epic, isn't it? Lovely. Never heard a deer do that before. That was amazing. Look at that massive antlered stag. He is stunning. Wow, that was amazing. It's a bit of a memorial to the RAF bomber crash. At this location on the 2nd of June 1943, A.W. Whitley, RAF Honeyborn Worcester, crashed while on operational training. In memory of all the guys named at the bottom. We will remember them. So there we are, just a short walk along this road. So we've left the tower behind. That's the gate just there, as you can see. Beautiful view of the tower still. So we're now walking along Buck Street. So if you're thinking of coming up to Broadway Tower, you can actually park at the top here. So you don't have to do any of the hill or anything. I do recommend coming early. It does get very, very busy, as you can imagine, especially in the summer months. So we now just swung a right off the road. Starting to remind me of one of my other walks where just constantly following loads of different pheasants everywhere. Can you imagine if they did like really big versions of them, like sort of like 7-8 foot or something? It should be absolutely terrifying, wouldn't it? It's a little bit Jurassic Park, isn't it, through here? So, just come out of that wood, you see, I don't know if you can see on there, but it's quite steep coming down there. Just wear some proper boots if you're going to do this way. And we are just walking down the road now. It's like the animals are farthing wood. Shall I start singing like Snow White? We are hanging a right. Look at him go. So we're heading on down now into Broadway, that you can see at the bottom there, the bottom of the hill. So we've just come from up there, and if you wanted to follow the Cotswold way now, you'll be heading down there. But because I'm going to head back into Broadway, I'm going to go this way. There's a lot of pooping done on this road, isn't there? 1 poop, 2 poop, 3 poop, 4 poop. Oh, stood in poop. Nice. Ah, big cows. I don't know if the mic is picking that up, but that's the Broadway hounds. The Broadway hounds, darling, that you can hear there in the background. I've not been attacked by wolves, don't worry. Now, there are cows here. Don't really want to walk. I might just go around these guys, because, yeah, we'll go around them. Lovely tree there you have. But yeah, it looks like they've got little ones there as well, look, so I don't really want to go through these. Guys, let's walk down, shall we? Conquered the bog. So we're pretty much level with Broadway now. I think the highlight of this walk is definitely the Broadway Tower. It's pretty much the whole point of doing the walk, really. It was absolutely stunning up there. I might go and see if they've someone's got a nice cup of tea or something. Tea, 2 sugars, please. So there we are. Tried to get a cup of tea on the way back. There's so many tea rooms in Broadway, but none of them open until 10 o'clock. And that's in about sort of 20 minutes time, so I'm not going to hang around with that. Thank you so much for watching. If you've come this far, I'm going to do a few more of these Cotswold walks, and then I will eventually move on to elsewhere. But yeah, there's so much to see still in the Cotswolds that I think it'd be silly to just ignore those and then move on for now. So probably for a good couple of months still, there's a lot of walks, so I'm just going to keep to the Cotswolds and then go on from there. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.